Hey guys, it's me again. I always open my Spotify before work and I always check new music because Friday is New Music Friday. And Blue October put out a song called Oh My My. The past two albums have definitely softened up a bit to be more adult alternative, and he's definitely not into like the gut wrench anymore. And you can always tell where his life is through his music because it feels like the albums are always a case study into the Blue Octoberman. And so Any Man in America is whew, that is a keep your thoughts at home, boy, but it is still pretty good. It's still pretty good. I like it. Um well, the next one was like home and it was chill, and he's like, ah, yes, I have found love. I am good, I promise, guys, it'll work this time. I'm cool, I'm calm, don't worry about me. Wow, Any Man in America had a song about the Mr. Officer, I know who I am, that shit, and man with a plan, kill a man, I feel like his other songs, you know, the original albums, they always have like, if you listen to like Foiled and just stuff like that, you can tell that like it's a little tongue in cheek and he's enjoying it and he's being a little edge boy, but Any Man in America is a little. So we get to the point now where the last album, well, he had a lot of songs that were just calm and collected. I know there's some songs kind of like, "Hey, I'm happy. How about you, ex-wife?" He's kind of just talking about the album was his fam. The home album was like, like, I got me a family again. I'm in a good mood. The album before after that, had Colors Collide as a single, which that one was fucking good. Like that had some grit to it. And I like a lot of that album. I have no issues with it. Besides, I think I actually did a review on that. You should check that out. So this song, I hear it as a preview of an album, and it's very simplistic. Blue October. I feel like if you listen to a lot of his old songs, it does have like a decent instrumental. It's a little like poppier, like the Chills. And listening to the song, I really like it because it has the idea of the Chills, where he's talking about you can always tell where he is in life, like I said, but I feel like it's generalized. It's so open minded that you realize that he's just saying like, instead of it being about the ex-wife or a certain person, you can kind of tell it's more him trying to just make a song for everyone and a poppier song, and I like it. But as the Chills, this one has a lot of storytelling to it, where he's just like explaining the dichotomy between him and her, and how they connect in a way, and how they opposite to each other. He's a little edge boy, dark with tattoos, always wears black. She's got the sad. She's got a little bit of problems. And the way he's talking, it sounds like they're in high school. Like it's kind of sounds like I kind of imagine Grease, which is weird because he's like, I wear all black, and I don't know. I just because the way the black top and all that, he's talking about high school. So I'm like, okay, it's a pretty good song, and even the chorus, the oh my, and it just kind of hits. It hits, and the lyric that hits me the most is I'm in love with the warning signs, where I feel like this is kind of him getting something out. Like, I wish a certain Ivan Moody would do, match his lyrics. So the idea is just kind of like maybe he's always had this thing for toxic women, and I don't know if he's kind of generalizing to his ex-wife, and because this sounds like a high school thing, and I don't really get into that personal shit. I kind of just generalize through the album, and I just kind of like it. It sounds like a story song where he's like I'm in love with the warning signs, but we don't want to be alone tonight, and we don't want to be alone, and it's just like, damn, that shit kind of hit because I don't have the best taste in women either. I got some girls that be smokers, some girls that be a little crazy nymphos, But I ended up with my wife, and even she was kind of a little glass to break, glass ceiling to break. But I hear that I'm falling in love with the warning signs, and it's almost like, you see the complicated nature of a woman or just somebody in general, and you kind of pull it towards yourself because it's always like that. Hey, I'm kind of broken, they're kind of broken, but you never realize how broken somebody can really be or how bad they can really be. And I don't even mean bad as in like negative or toxic. I just mean bad as in like, they have their problems and you have your problems, and you're not meant to be a problem solver, and love isn't meant to be, an intermediate cure for that. And I guess I just listen to the song, and it makes me think because I relate to it where you really think about how you have relationships and how you kind of deal with things whenever you're like, hey, maybe we will work out, maybe we won't work out, but for right now it's like, I'm falling in love with you even though I see some of your scars. And I don't know, it just like it's such a sweet song. Like it's even melodically sweet. It just sounds like he's just talking about a high school sweetheart, and who knows, even if they're together or not, like in the end it's just kind of a song where you kind of picture your significant other as someone who makes you smile, and you're just like, oh my. And it just it feels like a song that's meant to break into pop. It feels like a song that's adult alternative, but I really feel just that it has not he has matured in weird ways, and I think this is just a mature song. Like it's such a weirdly sweetly innocent song where there's no it's just like it sounds like a hand holding song. It sounds like a song you just kind of listen, and you think about some nostalgia. If you've been with your partner for like 8 years, I've been 8 9 years almost, and we have a son, and I think about that little things, you know and I'm not gonna say like I fell in love with her toxicity, but I can definitely tell like her quietness, her timidness, a lot of the things I could tell that I couldn't handle, or I was opposed against. I could just I still fell in love with her, even though I seen that it may not be the right thing or the right time. And I don't know. I guess a song is less of a man, I really like the song, but I feel like it kind of just makes my heart flutter thinking about, some love and shit. But the lyrics are good. I like the backdrop. I think I kind of miss his like emotional like screaming, I guess, where he does like the high notes, and he hits that grit. But if you're a fan of Blue October or you're not, if this is your first song, if it's not, I honestly recommend it if you just need, a song. And if you haven't checked it out on Spotify, you should. And I really think you should give it a few plays. It's a sweet song. And I know I kind of rambled more about how it personally affected me, but sometimes songs just be like that. And the song itself, I don't see a lot of complexity in it. It is a single. It sounds like it's made to be a radio hit, and I really hope it does, because I feel like if you're over emotional, if you kind of vibe with the song, if you just kind of feel it, especially when you're older, sometimes the sweeter things kind of hit more than the sexual. And that's how Blue October kind of feels to me, is that the older I've gotten, they've kind of grown with me, where I can kind of feel it, where I can feel that I'm not the same angry kid anymore that I used to, blast Razor Blade and be like, yeah. Or I used to blast, like, I can't even remember half the songs anymore, but I can still feel, I kind of relate to these songs that he's making for, not me personally, but I feel like, he's kind of just cut down the edge, and he's just living the life. And I hope you guys are living the life too and have a great day. That's kind of just my little ramble and rant. But, if you get to this point, I'd like to hear some comments. I'd like to hear anything about your opinion on the song if you like it. But if you do get to this point, I would really like to know, just any comments, subscribe, like. But I hope you guys, have a good day, and thanks for watching.